morning. How are you? My name's Tasha. I'm here because I'm cooking HelloFresh. I have tried HelloFresh and Home Chef, and today we're doing the HelloFresh menu. So we're cooking today is sorry, I forgot the name. Well, last week we cooked stock Korean tacos from Home Chef. This week we are cooking Italian pepper steak Sandos. So let's get started. We have potatoes in there. We have bell peppers in there. There's baguettes, nice little baguettes. We're also using some Italian seasoning, mayonnaise, garlic powder, some mozzarella cheese, salt and pepper, an onion, and we have a little butter for the bread to get toasted. Garlic butter. Garlic butter is always yummy. And we're having the beef in its little strips. So first we're going to do is cut up potatoes in wedges. Get a knife out. 1 second. And while we cut the potatoes in wedges, we have the oven heating, and then we'll have the potatoes. We'll toss them in a little olive oil we have here and let them bake while we start everything else. So here we go. Potatoes, and then I guess we're supposed to then half the onion and peel it. And we're gonna make garlic bread. Garlic bread's always yummy. I had a friend at work make some garlic bread, and somebody walked past and said, what's that? That smells yummy. So, love the smell of garlic bread. It goes wonderful with spaghetti. So let's see how this tastes with steak. So we're cutting the potatoes. The potatoes are supposed to be a 1/2 inch thick. So I don't know. I had them like that for the Home Chef. But I think my potatoes are a little thicker. I don't like them that thin. So I'm going to cut them a little thicker than the 1/2 inch, probably. So here we go. I like them thick like this. The other ones were kind of thin. And then we'll have then we'll cut this pepper up, and it says to cut the core off. And I'm gonna get the inside ribbings out. So we take all this out, get rid of it, and we're gonna slice it the long way. I like spicy stuff, but I can only take so much heat. So when you get enough heat, I can't take but so much heat, because then I don't want to eat it no more. It doesn't taste good. So, and you might see an arm in the camera. That's my mom. She's here helping me today cook. Thanks, Mom. Yes, and we're going to have some nice steak sandwiches for lunch and maybe dinner. I can't wait. It looks really good. So I've got potatoes that I've got them all cut up, and I'm gonna put them on the pan over here, and I'm gonna drizzle a little olive oil over them and just toss them around and add a little salt and pepper to them. Give them a little flavor.
Is this good?
So we got the potatoes going in the pan. My mom, I'm gonna let her finish cutting those up, and I'm gonna work on the pepper because I gotta slice this sideways, but I had to make sure I cleaned out the inside. So I got all that cleaned out, and we're gonna make little thin slices. So it's just, you're cutting it in little thin slices like that. And I like it because they do give you instructions on each step, what you're doing. So, but you're prepping everything first. and then you're cooking. Well, I'm gonna do both all together because I need to get to work. So here we go.
Olive oil.
And so we got the olive oil right here, and we're gonna drizzle a little bit over the potatoes. And hopefully not too much. And then we're gonna sprinkle a little salt and pepper on there. And I like to use seasoned pepper because it has the salt and pepper in there and a little spice to it. Makes it taste really good. I think it adds more flavor to everything when we use it. And the seasoned pepper is Laurie's seasoned pepper. It tastes real good. And then I'll put a little salt. They call for kosher salt, but I just have regular salt. And I'll just use a little bit. I won't use a whole lot, a little pinch. There we go. And in the oven they're going to go. And I'm going to continue to cut up the pepper. And then we'll start, next thing is the onion. And then we're going to cook those in a pan with a little olive oil. So, then we'll have a nice smell going on. And so
That one wasn't recording anyway.
so I'm gonna have my mom peel the onion and cut it in half, and we'll slice that one up while I do the peppers.
You want the whole onion?
Yeah, the whole onion, because it's 2 sandwiches. Who doesn't like grilled onions? So do that, and once we're done with this pepper, so the next step is to put the potatoes in the oven. Oh, and then we're going to mix the garlic. After we get these chopped up with the mayonnaise, we said we got some garlic powder, some delicious garlic powder right here. And they give us a little package of mayonnaise. So I'm going to get a little bowl and a measuring spoon. And it says to measure 1/4 teaspoon. But if you like garlic powder, it said you can put some more. So, but for the mayonnaise, I'll just do a little bit, and then I'll, because it's just putting in a little bowl and mixing it up.
I'm using this little trash bag.
And I'm going to put it in one of these little tiny bowls so that I can close it up and put it away later, because I did one menu and I didn't use all the stuff. So I have some more of it, some of the mayonnaise mixture at home. So a little bit of mayonnaise. This is not a big package. And then we get the garlic powder open. So I squeeze all this out. And there's a little package of garlic they give you.
There's supposed to be smaller than this? Or?
There's a little notch right there that you use. And so my mom's slicing the onions, thinly slicing the onions. So, because you're going to mix the onions and the bell pepper all together. So they want to thinly slice all that stuff. And I don't think anybody can hear that. But, so I got garlic open. Ooh, garlic powder everywhere. And, ooh, I just made a mess. But that's okay. Turning myself white. Here we go. So 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm putting it in there. Then I'll give a little, I add a little extra because a little bit in the top. And then I'm just going to stir that up with a little spoon. Let's see if I can find a little spoon real quick.
This one's
Just 1 second. Yeah, see, this worked perfectly because then it uses it up. I'm going to stir this up and set this aside so that we'll use for our sandwich. So it's like a garlic mayonnaise, like aioli mayonnaise kind of thing. I think that's what they call it. Okay, so we got that made. We'll cut up the peppers. Now we're going to put the peppers in the pan with some olive oil. And here's there's a generous amount of olive oil for cooking the onions and peppers. So there's a generous amount. And I'm going to put the pan over medium heat. Thanks for holding while I do that. While I do that, wipe off some of this garlic on my hand. And then I'm going to clean up my mess here a little bit while that heats up. So we have the garlic, and then we'll get a plate to transfer all that to once we get the garlic and onions cooking. So, and we're going to season with a little salt and pepper again. 5 to 7 minutes till brown. This is good. So, also in the mayonnaise, you put it just like everything else, a little salt and pepper. So, I'm not going to put a lot in the mayonnaise because it's a little stuff. And actually, I probably won't put any salt because keeping low on the salt. And since the seasoning pepper has a little salt already in it, that's good. And so let's transfer the onions. So we got onions here, and we got peppers here. And we're gonna drizzle, we got the olive oil hitting up over there. And so we're going to cook all this together and a little salt and pepper. So I'm going to take the salt, the seasoned pepper with me over this way, and I'll be right back. And so over here, the paper towels, woo! I dropped stuff, a little clumsy. And so I'm over here, I got the Phillies in the oil, you can hear them sizzle. And we're going to put a little salt and pepper on them.
Turn the oven right up. The microwave oven right on. Are you good?
So a little pepper. And again, a pinch of salt because it's trying to be healthier. It keeps up low sodium. And then we're just going to keep stirring them until they get golden brown. And then we're going to put them on a plate. And then we're
wooden spoons are in there if you prefer to use a wooden.
Okay. And then we're going to do the garlic bread, the butter for the garlic bread. So, while I do this, my mom will put 2 tablespoons of garlic bread in a little bowl. Garlic bread. 2 tablespoons of butter in a little bowl, and we're going to add again a 1/4 teaspoon of the garlic powder. I haven't spilled it everywhere. And then that's it. You want to soften butter, just put it in the microwave. It softens the butter, but you want 10 seconds at a time. Just do a little bit at a time.
There's a milk teaspoon.
So here's the 2 tablespoons of butter. So
I can put the garlic powder in it?
Powdered, no, afterwards. Well, I can put the garlic powder in now, but I think last time I did it afterwards with the home chef menu.
Okay. That's how you do it now.
So, put that in there. I put a little extra garlic bread for the bread. And then we're going to put this in here for 10 seconds to get it softened. So, I've actually put 10 seconds. Sometimes I think it does better when you put the 30 seconds. I don't know if the heat goes up when it's microwaving. But stays there, 10 seconds, done. And it did a wonderful job. It softened it nicely, but I think it helped that my mom had it sitting out for a little bit. So with this, the garlic, we're gonna stir this up, and then we're gonna add a little salt and pepper again for taste. And once we then we're gonna take it. We got the baguettes all sliced. Just a little salt and pepper. Perfect. It's nice and smooth. Like this all, and then we're gonna spread it on the toast and put them in the oven.
Now already.
We can do that now, and we'll toast them. They take 2 to 3 minutes to toast. So I guess it just depends on how long the potatoes have been in the oven. You might want to wait a little bit till they're done.
You gonna do this?
Yes. So I'm gonna spread the butter on the. First, I'm gonna check on my veggies real quick. Then I'm gonna spread the butter on the toast. Let's see, these are lovely baguettes. They look delicious. Can't wait. And we have here, let's see that some of the onions are starting to get transparent. So we probably should have set a timer for like 7 minutes for this. But you can see as they get a little transparent. And it smells wonderful. So cook them a little bit more. So you want them a little brown and transparent. So here we're going to do the toast. Put the little butter in there. And so we scrape this out of here. Just spread it across the baguettes. And I like to put it on all sides. So because it tastes even good when it's on the top. And to me, I guess you could use melted butter the same way, and just have it spreads better when you use a brush and it's melted. So, but this looks yummy, and I like to. Because it's hard to scrape all this out. Get a spatula. And that's great. That helps a lot. You get out a lot more. And it's spread. Wonderful. All across the bread. I didn't realize I scraped a lot of it out, huh? One piece of bread got most of the butter on it. So here we go. Got nicely evenly spread all across the butter. The toast. And you're gonna turn these over. Let them toast. They turn really, and I just spread a little butter on what's left on the other side because I like the flavor all across. There we go. You taste the garlic on the top. It really tastes good.
Is this okay?
Yes. And yummy. This smells really good so far. And so then let's go back over. We're gonna put this to the side and check on the veggies. Right there. And some over here, the veggies, I'm going to stir them up some more. They get nice, getting nice brown. They smell wonderful. So, doing the veggies, we can turning a nice golden brown and softening nicely. And in a few minutes we'll put the toast in there. But we'll set a timer right now for 5 minutes, 4 minutes to finish off the. I don't know what to do. So to finish off the veggies. And so next thing we do need to get the meat prepped, and you want to rinse it and pat it dry. But the veggies are getting a nice golden brown right there, so just a little bit longer. I like them really soft. They smell good. So what's next is we're gonna get the meat and pat it dry, and then we're gonna put some olive oil and get that all cooked. And then we're almost done. How do you think the potatoes have been there? I'm gonna check on the potatoes, see how long they've been in there, and see if they've gotten their golden brown look. Let's look at these potatoes, and then we'll put the bread in there. And it's only gonna take 3 minutes. Ooh, look at the potatoes. Okay. They're a little bit longer. So by the time the bread's done, the potatoes will look marvelous. So put the bread in there. Put the potatoes back in there. Stir up my veggies. A little bit more. Wonderful. And then we just get our steak all dried and fattened, so it can go in the pan where the veggies are. And we're gonna put I need to get a plate to put the veggies on, so they can rest and sit and dry. So once we get that going, the steak gets a little olive oil, it gets the garlic seasoning, and of course salt and pepper. So, and then they gave us a little beef stock, so that'll work. Thank you, Mom. So we'll look the veggies. Some of them look like they need a little longer, but I'm gonna take these out in a minute. The onions are really good. They're really, and who doesn't love grilled onions? Grilled onions are yummy. On a burger and the steak, I love having grilled onions. So, just getting up to the veggies. We're going to take them, put them in bowls, set them aside. It smells delicious in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Cannot wait to eat. Cannot wait to eat. So there we go. With the veggies, they look good. Nice aroma going on. Yummy. And then it's time to do the steak. So we got the steak pat dry in the bowl here. So we'll put the steak in there with the olive oil and some salt and pepper. So here we go again with the olive oil, a little drizzle of olive oil. And use the same pan because you're going to put the vegetables back in there. And then you want to use the salt and pepper, the meat now. And once you do this meat, make sure you wash your hands afterwards. And that was the timer for the vegetables. I took them out a little early. So I'm going to turn that timer off. And timer. And so the meat's in here. Alright. Then I'm going to go wash my hands from the meat. And, whoop, that's okay. Okay, so now got my hands are all clean. A little salt and pepper on the meat. There we go. Pepper, and here's the salt, just a little, because to me everything, you can get a lot of salt from all the other stuff you put in there. So I'm cooking the meat. And we're gonna put the little pack of Italian seasoning in. So, and we're gonna cook this meat until it's golden brown. The next is golden brown over medium heat. So I think I got enough seasoning, but I'm gonna put a little touch more pepper. And then we open they gave us the Italian seasoning. And just sprinkle that all across the meat until it's golden brown. They really like Italian seasoning. I think I cooked another one. Italian seasoning. This until the meat turns golden brown. And it's little pieces, so you want to try to push them down and then separate a little bit. And keep stirring them up. And make sure it's over medium heat. And then once you have those all stirred up and they're cooking and browning, and it's about 2-3 minutes on that. Pardon me. Ooh, seasoning gets to you. 2-3 minutes. And then we're going to reduce the heat and we're going to add the broth, the little pack of broth they gave us. And while we're doing that, we'll wait for all this stuff. We'll just pick up a little bit, throw stuff away. Once again, I'm going to set a timer. I like timers. Keeps me on track. So this is 2 minutes. And actually, when this timer is halfway through, I need to check on the toast. So needs a little pink. It's doing good. It's turning brown. For me, I like crispy, but this works a little bit longer for the meat. Then we're going to check on the toast to see how that's doing. You don't want to toast it too long, you make it too hard. That's not a good thing. You don't want hard bread. So it looks like a little bit longer, just a little bit. Get them a browner.
Flip it over.
I think, yeah, I'm going to flip them over because the other side is nice and crunchy. This side, we just want a little more toasty. Not too much longer, just a little bit, but it looks and smells good. And I'm going to do a full minute. Potatoes. Ooh, the oven gets hot. The potatoes look good, but I think I'm going to toss them a little bit. So some of them, they look brown, nice and brown, but some of them need to get flipped over. So just a little toss and see if I can flip over a few. Because I like that one that's crunchy brown right there. Actually, what I'll do is my little spatula spreader I use for the butter. Just flip a few of them over. Oh yeah, see, the potatoes are probably done. A little crunchier on some sides than the others, but that's okay. They look yummy. So everything is getting done. I think I actually just turn the oven on. Because you know the oven still stays hot when it's off. It's nice and warm. So put these back in there for a few minutes more. That's the timer for the meat and the bread. Take that out. So the bread is looking yummy. We're gonna set this over the side. Turn off the timer. And actually just stop altogether and turn off the oven. You can see the meat. It's still a little pink, so I'm gonna do a little minute more to brown it, but you can barely tell because there's so much garlic seasoning. But I think I'm gonna do it a little bit more, 1 minute more. And it's almost done. And then so while that's still a little bit more, I'm gonna set another 1 minute timer. There we go. And while we do that, while that's cooking, we have the beef broth we're gonna put in there. And we're gonna lower the temperature down, let it sit. Put a little more salt and pepper, just a very little bit, for me. And put the veggies back in. Stir it all up and it should be really good. Yeah. Okay, so now we reduce the heat because the meat looks lovely. So we're gonna give you a little dash on the package to show you where to tear it. That's wonderful. Push the beef broth in there. Makes it easier to open. So there we go. Got the beef broth in there, and then I need 2 tablespoons of water. So I got my tablespoons right here, and I'm gonna get a little glass. Glass. I like to do it this way. Just get a little glass, fill it up with water. Because this works better. And put the water in there. And then when you're done with the water, you need to drink it. Healthy. So, 2 tablespoons of water. 1, 2. So that's in there. I'm going to stir that up. And like I said, drink your water. Good for me. And then stir it up. And this is over medium heat. It's cooking. Actually, this is over low. Because we want it to simmer and sit in the flavoring. And I think we're going to do this for about a minute. So it got nice and spread out.
So now you've done a meal with HelloFresh and a meal with
Home Chef.
Home Chef. What are the differences, or what are your likes or dislikes?
Well, the meal, both meals look beautiful and taste good. I do like both of them. HelloFresh, though, their process is a little hard because you're prepping everything and then they take you back to something else and bring you forward. Whereas Home Chef, you just prep, make that, prep, make that, prep, make that. And I like going along and doing it. So like, do the potatoes, put them in the oven, season them, do the next food. And they're not all together, so to me, this works better for me.
How about the contents of the package? What do you get? This Hello Chef and HelloFresh?
And both of them come in a nice bag. With HelloFresh, and everybody comes with a menu of what you're gonna make or what you want to eat. So, like this is the burger from HelloFresh. This burger was very good. And then all the instructions are on the back, so I like that menu. But Home Chef's menu, they give you a book, so once you do this, you can put in a book and keep track of them. And they put little holes for you to keep track of them. And so I like theirs. That was HelloFresh. This one's Home Chef. So Home Chef puts holes in theirs and their menu, and they're both the same, so you get to see what you're making. And just the same thing, the food's on the back. Your steps are on the back. And each step, how you're doing things. Each comes in a bag. This is Home Chef's bag. And it's a little simple bag. It doesn't take up much room in the refrigerator. Now, the HelloFresh comes in a bag too, but the bag for them is a brown paper bag. It's not a big bag either. For some reason, it took up more space in the refrigerator. See, bigger and bulkier. They put their name, Home Chef, little tag with their name on there. So this was a barbecue chicken salad. The HelloFresh, they had a label that told you what was in the bag. And which worked out because when we downsized them to a smaller thing, we put the label on our bags and it made it just as good. So, see, so we downsized ours, it made it smaller. Everything fit in here. And it worked out really good. So now I'm going to finish up with adding the vegetables to the meat. Stir those up. Let's get back to my oh, I need to put a little salt and pepper in there, just a little. And salt and pepper, stir all this veggies and meat back up. I'm trying to heat it a little bit. And here we go, we got just a little pinch of pep salt. Oh. Wonderful, this looks yummy. So, here we go. So we got the meat and the veggies all stirred up in here together. Looks yummy. Can't wait to eat this. This looks good. So turn that off. And now what we're going to do, our toast is garlic.
Just do one for the camera.
So here's our bread, and now we're going to make our sandwich. So we're going to put the little garlic mayonnaise mixture on there, and then we're going to put the cheese on there, the mozzarella cheese on there. So we have the bread. We cut it a little too far, but that's okay. It's okay. So it's good either way. Oops, there we go. We got a little mayonnaise. We're going to spread it across the sandwich. We got the mayonnaise on here. Spread across the garlic toast. This is going to be good.
You use the prongs to put your meat on?
Yes. And then we've got the meat. Okay, and so there's a little meat on here. Oh, there's a lot of vegetables in there. Let's find some meat. There we go, a little meat. Yeah, there we go. Nice, looks delicious. And then the mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle the cheese on there. Yummy. This looks delicious. So hungry right now. And then, of course, can't forget the potatoes. potatoes. Get the potatoes. There we go. There you go. It's a steak sandwich with some potatoes, like French fries, and it looks yummy, doesn't it? I'm ready to eat. And they gave us a little, what do you call this? Hot sauce. It's a Mexican flavor hot sauce. I love hot sauce, so put a little bit of that on my French fries. Chipotle?
It's Cholula.
Cholula hot sauce. That's what it is. So let's taste the potato. Yummy. Mmm. Hot and delicious. Yay. For me. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a nice day. Bye.